Let's face it, being a celebrity can be pretty tough, and it's especially difficult for transgender celebrities. But even with all their hardships and struggles, some still find the strength and courage to move on as they change the world around them and create a safer place for everyone, regardless of who they are. In this video, we will show you the top 10 transgender celebrities we absolutely admire. Make sure to watch to the end to find out what exactly happened to Lee Norris and why he suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth.
I would love for the female population to kind of be more welcoming to us because we need a little bit more help.
Caitlyn Jenner. Starting off the list, we have one of the most high-profile and well-known transitions ever. As many of you are aware, Olympic gold medalist Bruce Jenner underwent gender reassignment surgery in January 2017 to become the person she truly felt like on the inside. However, the journey to this transition was hard and long as Jenner underwent surgery at age 65. Before then, she had lived a complicated life as she always felt like a woman trapped in the body of a man. From her early boyhood, Jenner had always been fascinated by her sister's and mother's clothing, finding them comfortable and just right for her. However, she was confused at the time and didn't know what to do, so she threw herself into athletics, and soon enough, she would become so good that she would win a gold medal. However, this was not enough to soothe her feelings, and this would soon begin to haunt her, this time in her marriages. She was married 3 times before transitioning, with each of them failing because of how unhappy she was with herself. Jenner even tried to get comfort and advice from one of her wives at the time, but Linda did not want anything to do with her complicated feelings. Rumor has it that when she started dating Kris Jenner, she had already been taking hormone pills for 4.5 years before telling her. However, in one of her books, Kris Jenner claimed the rumor was false and that Bruce married her without telling her what was happening. Bruce and Kris would go on to make a good pair though and raise the wonder children who are now the stars and hosts of the hit reality series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Before her surgery in April 2015, Caitlyn finally did what she had been so afraid to do for so long and made a groundbreaking announcement. She introduced the world to her new name, Caitlyn, and even followed her gender transition in the reality television series, I Am Kate. Today, with the support and love of her family and friends, Caitlyn is breaking boundaries for what transgender people all around the world can do, as she is living proof that it's never too late to be who you want to be. Carmen Carrera. Carmen is a trans woman who became famous for appearing in Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Carmen was a drag racer for years, and her beauties and charms amazed the globe. But things went wrong when she was kicked off RuPaul's show after she lip-synced a reggae version of RuPaul's song Superstar during her performance. Carmen found opportunity in calamity though, because soon after being removed from the program, she underwent gender transition surgery and became the woman she always felt she was. Unfortunately, Carmen's troubles were only beginning because many people were used to her being a drag queen and did not accept her as a woman. However, she didn't let it stop her from pursuing a modeling career. Drama struck again when she was criticized for criticizing one of RuPaul's feminine games, Female or She-Male. She felt She-Male was offensive and the program should try harder to honor trans people. Her noble effort was met with reaction from the public and drag queens who accused her of biting the hand that fed her. Thankfully, that's all behind her as she crafts a future for trans people worldwide. As for her bad blood with RuPaul, she stated she'd hug him if they met on the street. Erica Irvin. This might come as a surprise to many, but the famous supermodel Erica Irvin was originally a boy named Williams before transitioning in 2004. Today, Erica is the world's tallest female model at 6'8" and is known for her elegance and flair. She previously worried about coming out because of what others might think, but thanks to actor Bill Skarsgård, who advised her to come out in Sweden since the Swedes were welcoming and supportive people, Erica was able to show the world who she truly was in a secure and comfortable setting. She became an actress and played Amazon Eve in American Horror Story Freak Show. Although she got the job before coming out, the crew was supportive and helped her bring the character to life. Erica worked alongside the world's tiniest lady, who was 2 foot 1 inch tall, and the two of them killed their parts. Sadly, Erica's family didn't accept the transition, so she's lost touch with them. As she accepts her height and the beauty it gives, she continues to build a more accepting environment for people worldwide. Gina Rocero. Gina was a successful model before coming out as transgender in 2014. She said so on a TED Talk that shocked the world. Friends, agents, and fans were surprised by her transgender announcement during the TED Talk because she hadn't told anyone about it since she feared their reaction. But despite critics, she was finally living her truth. She was 5 when she informed her mother she was a female, and her family embraced her and helped her become the young woman we all adore today. She stated she came out because she feared the media would reveal her past before she did. Today, she represents the transgender community and urges others to label her a trans model. She hopes the fashion industry will hire more transgender models to tell their stories. Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox's famous MMA life is especially difficult. You see, She's a transgender woman who works in an industry that doesn't welcome them and puts her in the limelight for the wrong reasons. She's the first transgender women's featherweight MMA competitor, and when people learned of her background as a male, they drove her to come out, believing she had an unfair edge over the women she battled. She, however, said that after years of hormone treatment, nothing about her was masculine. Her trainers and friends of 6 years stopped seeing her as a regular lady and treated her differently. Saddest of all, she had to transition without her parents' approval or support as her mom didn't take the news well, and her dad placed her in a homosexual conversion therapy to make her straight. Today, she's battling for titles and transgender rights in an unfriendly field of work. Chaz Bono. Chaz Bono was the first transgender male to play a man in a feature film. You see, he astonished everyone by transitioning to a boy in the early 2000s. Chaz's parents were even surprised by his transformation from chastity to Chaz. But thankfully, they supported him and helped him through the transition, and at 40, he had his breasts removed to feel like the man he was within. Chaz's life before the transition was confusing and painful. He still can't look at photos of himself as chastity, but today, that's all in the past as Chaz has appeared in amazing shows like The Secret Life of an American Teen, The Bold and the Beautiful, and American Horror Story. His mother had the most trouble adjusting, having just gained a son. She still has difficulties using the correct pronouns for him, but we appreciate her for supporting him. Andrea Payet. Andrea Payet was the first trans model featured on GQ Portugal's cover. Before she became Andrea, she was Andrea Payet, one of the rare male models who modeled women's clothes on catwalks. Andre rose to celebrity status quickly because his androgynous visage allowed him to model both masculine and feminine outfits. In 2014, Andre underwent a gender transition and became Andrea. She told Vogue that it was hard for her to transition because she had to undergo psychological tests and exams before surgery. She was so worried about people's reactions that she told her men's clothing agency about it only 2 weeks before the procedure. Regardless, everyone ended up being super supportive, and she started working as a female model, a career she is crushing today. Jennings. Jazz Jennings became recognized after appearing in a Barbara Walters interview at age 6. Even at that age, Jazz understood she was a girl and would wear her sister's clothes and heels. On TV, she sought to show the world what being a trans kid was like, and although her parents were first surprised about it, they eventually supported her and helped her become the woman she is today. Today, she's a popular YouTuber with her own TLC program that teaches the world about trans people and dispels myths. She was even named one of 2014's most influential teens. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox is an actress and LGBT activist who became famous for her role as Sophia Bursett on Orange is the New Black. Laverne is the first transgender person nominated for an acting Emmy since composer Angela Morley in 1990. She's also the first transgender woman to win a Daytime Emmy Award in 2015 for Laverne Cox Presents The T-Word. As Cameron Worth on CBS's Doubt, she became the first transgender person to play a transgender series regular on American broadcast television in 2017. Laverne always knew she was a girl inside, but couldn't express it because people didn't let her, particularly her mom, who wouldn't let her start ballet dancing because it was too girly. In 6th grade, she consumed a bottle of medication because she felt sinful. But thankfully, in the end, she became the lady she wanted to be, and the world is better for it as she works for LGBTQ rights. Lee Norris from Boy Meets World. The final person on our list today isn't actually a transgender celebrity, but rather someone who became a victim of rumors and transgender stereotypes. You see, no one knows how it started, but rumors began to spread that Lee, who played Stuart Minkus in the hit series Boy Meets World, had transitioned into a lady and was now the ever-popular Chanel West Coast. The rumors got so bad that most people forgot he existed, and Chanel had to deal with offensive comments from transphobic people worldwide. In an interview with LM Nola La Chanel, she said she felt bad for Lee because no one seemed to notice he had a budding acting career, as many people didn't even think he existed in his male form anymore. In reality, Lee is still very much a man and is still acting, with his latest appearance being in The Walking Dead, Girl Meets World, and Gone Girls.